Good morning and welcome to this segment of the program. Inuarata no Sahai is my name, and I'm here to add value to your day, add value to your vision, and add value to what you do. This is a major part of my assignment in life. Now, I'll be teaching on the issue of driving effective team culture in the workplace, in organization, across board, in different spheres of life. And it's very important the issue of teamwork is taken seriously. Last time, I did say that for you to be an effective team player, it is very, very important that you learn to understand your team leader. You learn to understand your team head. It is important you learn to understand your boss. And in understanding your boss, I did say the last time that you should understand his work style, which, may be very different from one leader to another leader. So you may have a leader today that has a particular work style, and tomorrow another leader comes into the discussion who has a different work style from the former leader. You need to take that into consideration for you to effectively interface with that particular team leader. Then also, I did also say last time that you should learn to get to understand his strengths and weaknesses. Get to understand his strengths and his weaknesses. Understand his strength to leverage on them to make sure that you help him achieve the team goals and objectives. Understand his weaknesses, not to gossip about them with your colleagues or with your friends, but to use your strength to cover up those weaknesses of your team head. This is so important. And in further driving team culture, in order to ensure that you remain an effective team player in that team, one skill you should never joke with, a soft skill you should never play with, is communication skills. You need to learn how to talk as a team member. It is very important that you have a very strong base of knowing what to say, and then also knowing how to say, how to put it, how to present it. Then you should also know when to present it, when to say it. This is just so important. I repeat it again. I believe you want to document it. Know what to say. Have a strong content base. And then also know how to say, know how to present it. Then also know the strategic time to present it. This is so important for you as a team member, for you to learn how to work with your superior and work with your colleagues as well. Even for those of us that are into sales, that are into marketing, where you move from one office to another office, you go to the field to do marketing. It is not every time you just step into an office that you just start talking about your company's product or services to the person you meet at the desk or in that office. In as much as you know what to say, you should also know when to say it. You should know how to say. All these are very, very important. Now, when it comes to the issue of knowing how to say it, knowing how to present it, there are so many team members out there that have awesome ideas, super ideas, fantastic, amazing ideas. But these ideas have not been embraced by team heads or team leaders, because this team member don't know how to say it. He doesn't know how to present it. He has fantastic idea. He has amazing, super ideas. But, when he presents it, it's always not regarded because he doesn't know how to say, doesn't know how to present it. And one recommendation I will give to you this morning to work as an effective team player or team member in the area of knowing how to say what you want to say is that let that idea always wear the garment of suggestion when you are presenting it to your team leader or team head. Now, you may have more academic qualifications and stronger certifications than your team leader. You may be older, but at this time around, he's your team head, he's your team leader. And when you are presenting your lines of thoughts, those lines of thoughts should wear the garment of suggestion. Those ideas should wear the garment of suggestion, not the garment of command. Not the garment of command. Even if you are older, even if you have better academic qualification, even when you have more experiences than that team leader, at the moment is your team leader, and that office needs to be accorded its due respect. You should know that. This is just so important. Allow it to always wear the garments of suggestion. I remember one day when I was training the staff of a particular commercial bank in the country, and I was discussing along the line of teamwork. And during the Q&A, the question and answer session, a team member asked a question. He said, sir, how do you see a situation whereby my team leader, whenever we are holding a team meeting and addressing a team issue, he will allow every person to raise up their hand, and speak concerning that team issue. But whenever I raise my hand, he doesn't look at my end. He always shuts me down. He doesn't give me opportunity to, also make contribution. And I said, there may be many factors responsible for that, but one of those factors that may be responsible is the way you present your lines of thoughts, is the way you present your idea. Always ensure that when you are presenting your idea to your team leader, I will repeat again, you may be older, you may have better academic credentials than him, but you should present them in a way that they should be in a suggestive manner. They should wear the garment of suggestion, not the garment of command, so that the person will listen to you and give attention to what you are saying. This is just so important. It's a soft skill you need to take seriously. And then the issue of also knowing when to say it, know when to present your idea. Study the mood of your superior, study the mood of your boss, study the mood of your team leader. It's not every time you have an idea, you know what to say, you know how to say it. It's not every time you present it. Just step into the office. When you look at the mood, you check the whole atmosphere. May not be strategic at that point in time to present that idea, that suggestion, to your team leader, to your team head. It may not be in the right mood. You just look at him. This is not his usual demeanor. This is not his usual manner. This is not his usual psychology or an emotional state. That is why the knowledge of emotional intelligence is very, very critical. The issue of soft skills is very important. So learn to study his mood, so that when you present that idea, it will be embraced. You just look at him instead of just start talking and presenting the idea. Sir, you seem not to be looking, too at your best today. You seem not to be looking, I hope there is no challenge. You just start being human. Make some deposit inside his emotional bank account. Give him EBA to eat. EBA, EBA. Emotional bank account. Make some deposit there. Just leave that suggestion for now, that idea for now, and then be more interested in, especially it is said that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Be interested in this person at that moment. And those of you that are into selling too, into marketing, I have vast experience in the area of selling and marketing right from my university days. There are times that when you go out there, like I mentioned before, to market your company's product or service, or even your own product or service, you just study the mood of the person you went to see, or the atmosphere in that place. Just keep back, bringing out those talking about your service or your product. Start just discussing the people themselves. Start discussing about how things are going for them. How is your family? Hope everything is going well. That is what you should do. Make deposits in their emotional bank account. And at the end of the day, when you are leaving, they will be interested in the initial purpose that brought you. They will want to talk to you and then try to understand, what the product or the service you bring before them, even when you never initially, talked about it earlier. So this is just so important. Communication skills is very critical for you to be an effective team player. Know what to say, know how to say it, how to present it. Also know the strategic time, the when to present it. These are very, very important skills you must possess. And then also, another skill you need to possess to be an effective team player is for you to possess flexibility skills. Flexibility skills. Flexibility is the ability to adjust to suit changing conditions and situations. Bear in mind, your team is going to try new things. Your team is going to, bring new approach into it. And understand that the way things are being done today is an improvement on the way they were done yesterday. So you should prepare your mind also that tomorrow is going to bring new improvement. And you should possess these characteristics to be able to embrace these new improvements that comes into the narrative. Because if you don't, you may end up wasting time and wasting money, wasting resources, and then achieve less result. I believe this is not what you want to do. And I strongly believe that profound value have been added to you today. And it's very important to reach out to me. Let's see how we can take this conversation to a higher level and then be able to push things for you in that organization, in that workplace, in that church, in that government parastatal, in that vision that you are driving, and they will build a better you and help you achieve amazing results. My phone number is 080-66-86-50 5060. I take the MTN one more time. It's 080 66865060. Let me take the Glow too. It's 080 529 29120. Take it just one more time. 080 529 29120. I'll be seeing you next week. And when I return, I remain the amiable Inuagata no Sahai. Your day is just so blessed. Thank you.